How do you get the things you want? Most YouTubers out there keep blabbering about self-improvement. Improve this, improve that. What we need all along is self-destruction. Before doing any building, you have to break yourself down. And funny enough, you end up getting to where you want to go faster and as the best version of yourself. You're gonna lose some of yourself in this process, hence it being called self-destruction. But get excited because you needed this video more than you know. The full process consists of 1, the breakdown, and 2, the build-up. I'm going to go over this step by step. To start, pause the video and get a blank Google Doc or a blank page of your journal. Ready? Title it Self-Destruction. And the first thing you write down is a description of what you want to achieve in life. This is a description of your vision state self. Write whatever comes to mind. Anything health and fitness related, finance and wealth related, or something to do with relationships. For example, I exercise for 1 hour each day, and I feel great about how I feel and how I look. I have a healthy family that I get to spend a lot of time with, and there's a lot of love and growth all around. I think you get the gist. More detailed, the better. Once you have that, then we can get into the breakdown. Here are 4 exercises to self-destruct properly so you can get rid of parts of yourself that are getting in the way. First, you have to blow up some of the things you do. Just put an end to them. You're probably doing things right now that are limiting your happiness and capping your chances of reaching your goals. Bad habits are naturally attracted to people without strong intentionality, just like mold to stagnant water. So even if you don't think you have bad habits, it's most likely that you do think about what you do every day, starting from waking up, then what you do every moment onwards. What are the things that aren't good for you and get in the way? Write those down. Some examples would be not waking up at a decent hour, not brushing your teeth, eating suboptimal food for breakfast, not getting at least a little bit of sun to start the day, not exercising at all throughout the day, etc., etc. Keep the list a living list and add to it as you think of stuff. This exercise might take a few days, since you'll need to think hard and be honest with yourself to identify things you do that you think are not helping you. There may be things that you do less frequently, such as drinking heavily with friends every now and then. These things should be listed as well if you think they are slowing you down. Second, you have to destroy some relationships. Some people that are in your circles or have access to you regularly are directly or indirectly pulling you down and preventing you from achieving what you need to. Doing an honest gut check of who is good for you and who is not is one of the healthiest things you can do for yourself and your goals. List down all of the people that you are exposed to regularly in life, then very objectively score them against the goals you have. Is a certain friend a positive or negative force when it comes to you and your fitness goals? Is your brother a positive or negative force when it comes to your financial goals? One by one, go through and assess their contribution to your life goals. It's a cold process, but some of the most valuable activities for you in your life are just straight, cold. If you're not going to be honest with yourself, then you're lost. Shake it off and do the diligence. You might feel some emotions arise, and you may hear your mind say to you, how could you judge your friend like that? You have to just let your mind throw thoughts at you in resistance to your positive change, because that's what it is designed to do. It resists any change with negative thoughts. The truth is, this doesn't mean you have to completely end relationships, but as long as you know how certain relationships help or hurt you, you can manage them carefully, and your positive progress can ultimately help the people in your circles to be inspired for positive change as well. All worthwhile things in this world are uncomfortable and require effort. Third, you have to eliminate certain spending habits. What you pay for, what you buy, drives a lot of your progress, especially with your finances. Getting honest with your spending and eliminating all of the unnecessary and bad spending will establish a strong foundation for wealth and good habits. Write down everything that you spend money on. Look through your credit card history, your bank account history, and write down purchase activities that are common. You might see that you buy, on average, 1 coffee outside each day, and you usually buy food delivery for dinner, and you spend $200 on alcohol at the bar each week, and you pay Uber roughly $100 each weekend as well. These are just a few examples, but they will reveal a lot of your approach to life. You'll have to go through the expenses you've identified and identify which ones you feel you don't need. Then you determine the replacements that would remove those expenses. Instead of buying coffee outside, buy a thermos and brew coffee at home, then carry coffee with you in the thermos. Instead of taking the Uber so much, figure out how to take public transportation or establish a system with your friends to have one person be the designated driver each night out and take turns. Outlining your life in terms of where you spend money will make change very actionable, and you'll feel really good when you see your hard-earned money not burn away so quickly. Fourth, you have to eviscerate some of who you are. This part is a bit more intangible, and it requires an exploration into your psyche and your personality. Some people will protest at this and say that whoever you are is perfect and you shouldn't change who you are. Those people need to calm down. Yeah, you are exactly who you need to be, and that comes with it working on yourself, destroying yourself, then building yourself back up. That's a part of the game. Resting on who you are and being lazy about changing things is a pretty lame excuse. So destroying some of who you are starts with identifying characteristics of yourself that you think are getting in the way. Again, write them down. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of specifically? Do you delay things a lot? Are you fairly positive, or are you negative? If you have a trustworthy friend, maybe you can ask them what they think about you, and you can determine if any of those traits are helpful or hurtful to your purposes. Then you write down declarations that you will not be the things you want to stop being. I will not be as negative as I usually am. I will not procrastinate as much as I do. I will not be afraid of things that can help me progress towards my goals. Through this, you'll have done a fairly good job of destroying yourself. Self-destruction at its finest. And with you remaining as only a fraction of what you once were, it's time for the next stage, the build-up. Here are 4 exercises that will help you fill those holes left from the destruction, that will rebuild yourself into a machine that will more efficiently get you to your goals. Continue writing in the Google Doc or journal pages, but now title this section, The Build-Up. And prepare to do 4 separate thought exercises. You'll recognize there is a pattern here. First, you have to start doing certain things. Write down certain behaviors and activities that you can add to your current life that will help you move towards your vision of yourself that you wrote about at the beginning of this exercise. Think about smaller things that you can add to your daily habits that address each of your major goals. For fitness or health-related goals, decide to wake up at a certain time and eat leafy greens followed by 2 eggs for breakfast every single day. And commit to joining an exercise class at least 3 times a week. For wealth goals, commit to opening up a high-yield savings account and automatically depositing a few $100s a month. Also, open a brokerage account and automatically deposit a certain amount each month. Commit to learning a new skill or joining a meetup on a topic that is a part of your life vision. Write down all of the behaviors that you think will help you get there. Be very specific and make the behaviors actionable. This will significantly increase the chances of you adopting them. Second, you have to start hanging around certain people. Who in your circle is going to be a positive force in you accomplishing some of your goals? Is there someone that has already achieved certain shared goals and is willing to help? You need to write those names down and make an effort to connect with them more frequently and connect with them on those relevant topics. If these people are passionate about the topic you have a goal in, then they should be more than happy to help you and walk that path with you. If you are in need of finding people outside of your circle to provide you with positive influence towards your goal progress, then you have to start exposing yourself to the environments in which you'll meet these types of people. Like if you go to the gym, check out meetup groups online, go to live events related to your topic of interest, etc. Even better is my Discord server. The link is provided in my description below and also the pinned comment. In my Discord server, everyone has one goal: to improve themselves every day and become the best version of themselves. Proximity is power when it comes to your goals and building yourself back up. So don't take this lightly. You need to surround yourself with positive influencers, period. Third, you have to start acquiring assets, both physical and mental. Acquiring positive habits is great, but you'll need to start acquiring valuable things as well to reach your goals. Assets are physical or mental items that help you reach your goals.
New Old Spice Steel Titan. Long-lasting scent.
If you have wealth goals, an asset could be a rental property or an ETF. If you have fitness goals, an asset could be a home gym set or a set of dumbbells. If you have a goal in the content creation space, an asset could be your content creation skills. So you need to learn and practice a lot so you can improve. Just like with everything else in this script, you'll need to write down what these assets are. Then you'll need to consider how you'll start the process of acquiring them. For instance, for the wealth goal asset of a rental property, you'll need to first get money together and have a plan to acquire enough money and credit. You'll also need to have a plan for searching the market for potential properties. Write down what you'll do so you have a plan to acquire assets that'll help you achieve your goals. Fourth, you have to start becoming the characteristics of the vision state self you wrote down. If in your vision, you are the top of your class in med school, then you need to be constantly learning more and getting better grades, period. If in your vision you are in peak physical condition, then you need to be working out frequently and getting in great shape, period. If in your vision you are a top content creator, then you need to be constantly creating content, period. You need to identify what things you have to become and just start becoming them. Some people procrastinate and don't jump right in, and they're lazy about it. You can't afford to be lazy and move forward at the same time. It's just impossible. You'll have to write down what you're going to become. That means you have to write down the activities and characteristics you'll need to start doing and being. No excuses. You need to start becoming those things today. Write them down and put that paper or digital page in your daily visual so that you remember to do them daily. This will dramatically increase the chances that you'll actually achieve your goals. When you finish the first draft of your breakdown and build up, then you'll be 100% ready to start executing on this and changing your life. There's no turning back now, and the changes you'll start seeing will be very encouraging. I'm excited to see where you'll go from here. And I know you'll see some amazing things start to happen in your life. You've